2nd and 10.
Man out. Check 31, check 31.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike. Go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So likely a 3 and out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has. But I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys.
Switch.
22 jet bomber.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 24. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Go. Slam. Hey, Jet.
Off play action. Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Greystone travel.
They'll try to right side here. Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Ready? 30 base.
51. Hey, defense, let's go.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll run with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts him.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Cooper was the target there. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
First down, Dallas.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off the play fake. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
59 Mike, check.
From the gun, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 87 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
80 weapon.
Now Jones on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Go.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. He's going to look deep now, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
On the ready.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 5-4.
Ready.
Now Jones. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun. Herbert.
Here we go.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on third down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dante Fowler racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Off play action. Herbert. And he fends him off. And the pressure gets to him again. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 53's the mic. 53.
Throwing Jones. They'll roll him out right. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
15 line. Ready.
On 2nd down now. Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Under 10. Under 10.
Greystone travel. Get it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard. Line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones apparently a little unsure of everything here, so he steps back and signals for timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, exit.
Nice, Mike. Check.
Let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready, set.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 46.
Hey, Alpha.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete to Slayton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
At the 24-yard line.
Come on, QB, come on.
Big grip.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 20-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
218, chopper.
They're running it.
Hey, Delta. Yo, go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 13. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
Get ready. Get ready.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Dallas.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Tackles.
Bravo.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Check.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schwartz. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. Shift.
Hey, Haywood. Now.
2nd and 6. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16.
70, Indy.
And the Cowboys first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
No gain on this.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
53 is the mic. Let's get the ball. He's coming, he's coming, he's fine.
Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Protein spill.
Mike, check. 59. Watch the run.
On 2nd down, Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Going deep here for Landry. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Off the play fake. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
You draw quarters.
I'm gonna run you over. Alert flare.
Now.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dexter Lawrence. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 10 Tucson. Hey.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Night, sweetheart. Safe.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 2.
Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert buying time to his left. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 99.
Back to throw. Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 27-yard line.
go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Hey, echo.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike.
To throw on third down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. Now, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Spins by, gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Me and you all day. All day.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And an alley to run. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35.